Clinton Jaws, guys. I got a website out there called clintonjaws.com. It's not doing anything. Don't even bother going to it. And another one called thegoldenbadge.com. If you're retired, you know what? I had an idiot. Okay, I won't say it. He messaged me and he goes, it doesn't fit in the wallet. Oh, it doesn't. It doesn't fit in the wallet, eh? Really? It's attached. Okay? It's made to fit in your old RCMP wallet. It's pretty close to be a perfect fit, moron. I didn't even know I was going to say that. I quit smoking. Then I started up again. But I'm proud of myself for quitting. I just got home from a flight. Just got home from Vancouver. You know what? I'll tell you that in a second. I'm going to tell you about that. Hold on. I come home this morning. I'm still high. Anyways, I come home. Shouldn't have said that. I come home and I go into my podcast room because the kid had a bunch of friends. He had a sleepover. You know what a sleepover is? One of those sleepovers with his buddies. And in the middle of the room, plain as sight, there's a small cardboard box that's ripped to pieces. And I put the pieces back together because I kind of recognized something. And it was an empty condom box. Trojan. And I'm like, I thought I hid those. Turns out they're not mine because I don't use Trojan. I'm more of a Durex kind of man. And it looks like I have to talk to my 13-year-old boy about this. So I collected the evidence. It's up in a drawer. We're going to have a little talk about it later. But I call up the woman, okay? I call her up. She's at work. I'm home early. I tell her what I had found. And she goes, there's something going on. There's something going on. Last night, he got mad at me because I wouldn't order him a balaclava. Like, that's what? Why would he want a balaclava? And then she goes, balaclava? Condoms? At least he's a responsible rapist. She didn't like that comment, but stupid. But parents, right? We kind of freak out a little bit. We kind of freaked out there. Rubbers and balaclavas. I don't know. Those two. That's not a good combination. But it's also a combination that doesn't make sense, right? Because you're not going to use rubbers. I can't even say that. I'm a terrible flyer. I know you guys know about the time when I first became a cop and I had to go search for somebody who was missing. And I'm in the helicopter and it's going about to go up. And I got these on and I'm like, stop the helicopter. Okay, I can't do this. So they shut off the helicopter and I go back to the detachment and my watch won't even talk to me. I'm not a good flyer. I'm a terrible flyer. And it wasn't, maybe a few weeks ago, we took the Harbor Air. I think I already told you this. I don't even know. I haven't been on here for a long time, but it wasn't good. It wasn't good flying there. It wasn't good flying back. They go straight down. He was going straight down to land. And I grabbed onto the seat in front of me and I could see the water. It was as close as you could come to feeling like you were going to crash. And I swore. I said the F word. I went, holy F. That was embarrassing. I was petrified. As I get older, I get more nervous. I hate that. There's got to be something that I can take for that. Some kind of drug or something. So this is what I do. And I'm going to talk about marijuana. And I know I've already told you this story, but when I retired, I know there's a lot of people that probably listen there like, because marijuana was the devil. Marijuana was the devil when I was growing up. You didn't touch it. And when you became a cop, it was criminal, right? I mean, I would hunt you down. I would take your weed, transport you to the police station and throw you in jail. Now Canada Post is my drug dealer. It's weird. It's bizarre because I kind of enjoy marijuana now. It blows my mind that it's legal. And I remember the first time I did it after being a police officer, and I took 2 puffs, and you know the story. I walked into the bathroom and flossed the same tooth for 10 minutes. And the woman busted the door open. Cling! That's what she said. We got company. And I'm like, company? We still got company? Company's here. I couldn't believe there was company. And then that whole night I just laughed. I laughed. It cured my soft giggles because I never laughed before. It was just creepy soft giggles like every other cop. I mean, how many cops do you see laugh, right? We're not laughing up a storm. And don't tell me it's not a gateway drug, okay? My parents are moisturizing their skin with it now. It's absolutely a gateway drug. But the point of the story, it's not going to be funny. It might not even be interesting. But when I do it rarely, but I only take 2 puffs. Other day I'm flying by myself. Paid big bucks for the flight. I upgraded to a better float plane. And my heart is just pounding. And I brought some marijuana. Okay? Kill me. Right? I mean, you guys used to hide it in your asses. Anyways, I brought some. I know that because I was the one seizing it. Anyways, I'm outside of the airplane's about to take off in about 10 minutes. And I take this pre-rolled marijuana joint out. And I'm like, okay, let's see. So I start smoking it. I smoke it. Well, I don't stop smoking it. I do a full joint. And I've only ever done 2 drags. Ever. At a time. I finish the joint. My heart rate is now through the roof because that's what the marijuana. So I'm sitting in the plane. He's getting ready to take off. I think I'm about to have a heart attack. That's how bad my heart is going. And I don't feel high at all. We land. I get off the plane and I am high as F. Trying to find my hotel room. Walk into my hotel room. I go into the hotel room and I go to bed. Like I am blitzed. I'm ripped out of my mind. And isn't it something though? By the way, that wasn't good. But isn't it something that the RCMP members aren't allowed to take it? Like according to RCMP policy, you're not, but you're basically, they curved the policy so you're not allowed, RCMP members, to do marijuana. Not allowed to do it. And I know I've already said this, but is this not one group that should be doing it? Right? You should be doing it. Every cop should be doing it while they're working. George Floyd, he'd still be alive today. He'd be alive. I mean, Chauvin would have showed up higher than a kite. Probably would have gave him money. Think about it. George Floyd would still be alive, committing more rape and terrorizing victims. Committing more heinous, violent crimes, right? Okay, maybe too soon? Have I gone too far? Really? Do you feel sorry for him? He broke into a lady's house. She was pregnant. Like, I don't know, 20 weeks pregnant. Put a knife to her stomach. Started scraping at the baby. Do you feel sorry for him? Maybe you do. Maybe you do. But I'm just going to go on the record and say, no, I can't say that. Yeah, okay, I'll just say this. It's too bad he wasn't still alive. Because our streets would be more dangerous. Anyway, so for the flight home today, I took 2 puffs. And probably shouldn't have been admitting that. I was very focused while driving home. Yeah. Started clipping my toenails because I forgot I was driving. That's dumb. I was paranoid I had gingivitis. I just kept on flossing. Clang, you don't have gingivitis. Anyways, what else are we going to talk about? What I write here? Yeah, okay. Yeah, covered. Streets are more safe, covered. It's too bad. It's back to raping and terrorizing. Haven't been on here for a while, so let's take a couple of calls. What do you say? And then tomorrow I'm going to do another one if the woman lets me. How long is this one?
Hey, Clint. It's one of your longtime viewers and podcast listeners.
Oh, thanks for being a long timer, dude. Is it my phone? Is it my end or is it his end? Should I get rid of this answering machine?
I just wanted to say keep up the good work, and I listen to your podcasts when I'm driving, when I'm cooking, in the kitchen, cleaning everything around the house. So keep it up. I am calling from Ontario.
That's kind of cool. And why are you cooking and cleaning up the house? It's a woman's job.
And I keep it up. I am calling from Ontario, and
Gross.
I was thinking about putting in my application for the RCMP, but I just want to reach out, hoping I can speak with you maybe one-on-one if that's possible. I'm not sure if you have time for that.
Thanks for your call, dude. I appreciate it. Let's see what else we got here.
Hey, Clint. I hope everything's going well. First off, I just want to say I really love your videos. I've been watching you for about a year and a half now.
That's it?
And yeah, I just want to give you thanks because I feel like a lot of people benefit from your videos and your help.
Very, very beneficial, these videos. Do you do marijuana? Every cop should.
Give you thanks because I feel like a lot of people benefit from your videos and you're helping a lot of potential future officers. So just keep doing what you do.
Thanks.
I was calling just to see if you heard about the new DICE program with the RCMP.
What?
DICE standing for Diverse and Inclusive Pre-Cadet Experience.
Oh, don't start with me. Don't start with me. See, I haven't listened to these. DICE program. What about it? Diverse?
Oh, and if you haven't heard this enough yet, I'm another black man calling. So, yeah, to all the black people watching, don't be scared to call. Because, yeah, I feel like there's a lot of black people watching.
That's crazy to me to think that. I'm starting to think maybe more blacks watch than whites. That's great. Because you guys know I'm joking around, right? Most of the time. I just love that you don't find me racist.
So yeah, the Diverse and Inclusive Pre-Cadet Experience.
Diverse, inclusive, pre-cadet experience. This is a thing.
Thinking of applying for that.
Well, of course. Of course you do. You're black. Why don't they have a white one? So are you telling me if you're white? No, yeah, that's what you're saying. If you're white, you can't join it. God, the benefits. Hey, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Is that not? That's a benefit. I thought I had white privilege. Where is it? I was told I have it. I want it. But I can't get it. Where do you find this white privilege?
Inclusive Pre-Cadet Experience. I was thinking of applying for that.
Yeah.
It's a 3-week training at Depot where, quote unquote, they focus on removing systemic barriers that impact racialized and underrepresented persons who aspire to join the RCMP. 3-week training at Depot.
Okay, you're messing with me right now. That's why you're calling, because you know you're going to get a reaction. I don't even know what you just said. Does anybody understand what he just said? Let's listen to that part again.
Where, quote unquote, they focus on removing systemic barriers that
they remove systemic barriers. Because there's barriers. We're not going to tell you what those barriers are. And I bet you he doesn't either. What barriers? But they remove them. Good job, Lucky. God, she is such a wiener.
Impact racialized and underrepresented persons who aspire to join the RCMP.
Underrepresented persons? Who are those people that are me? I'm underrepresented, aren't I? Now I sound like I'm complaining. I'm a victim. It's almost like I am turning into a victim. If you think about it. I'm starting to say what a lot of groups say. I guess I can't say that. Well, who's the real victim, right? Do we have victims? Is there victims in British Columbia? Who are you? What have you been a victim of?
So
By being non-white?
I just wanted to see what your opinion was on that new DICE program. Do you
I think it's great for you. I think that's awesome. I don't understand how it's going to benefit you, though. Because why would 3 weeks... Oh, you're going to go to Depot for 3 weeks, but you're not going to become a police officer. So I would think, what's the point of the program? I don't get that. I don't understand the point of it. Because you still have to apply and get through the process. Now, by going to this, is it going to help you with the process? No, because the process is getting to Depot. That's the hard process. Once you're at Depot, okay, a monkey can pass Depot. Sorry for the people that didn't, okay? You were probably robbed of a moment, because I think basically everybody that goes should pass. Because I had some doys in my troop, and they became good cops, and they were completely like, you would think to yourself, oh, the hell are they going to do it? They do it. They probably became one of the best of the best. So I think failing people at Depot, once you accept them at Depot is designed to pass you.
think it's a waste? What your opinion was on that new DICE program? Do you think it's a waste of resources, or do you think the RCMP is just coming up with this program now to show the media that they're trying to fix the systemic racism? So,
okay, you're a genius. That's exactly what it is. I didn't even think of that. That's what are we going to do? We got 17 initiatives to battle systemic racism in the RCMP. We still haven't heard an example of that. This is just one more thing to satisfy the media and the politicians. You're exactly right, because I don't understand going to Depot for 3 weeks. I don't know what's that going to do for you. You go there, you go back home, and you go write the test. You start over. You start from scratch. Maybe you can mention it in your interview, but big whoop. Yeah, okay, you got your head together, dude.
how to show the media that they're trying to fix the systemic racism. So, yeah, just maybe check it out. Let us know what your thoughts are on this new program. Thanks. Hopefully you reach 10K soon.
I missed that last part. I think you said, hopefully you reach pancakes soon. I don't know what that means. What the hell do you say there?
Hopefully you reach 10K soon.
Yeah, I can't make that out. Thanks for your call. That was actually a great call. Got me going. I like that. And I'm not saying don't do it. There's got to be a benefit somewhere. It'd be great to maybe because the things you fail at, right? Firearms. A lot of people fail at that. Not a lot of people. Like everybody in our troop passed firearms. But if you could shoot a gun for the first time, that might be beneficial. You could think about it for a year until you finally go to Depot. I also think it might take away from the experience, the excitement of going there for the first time and not knowing exactly. But then you listen to this podcast and I tell you all about it.
Episode 90. You sending me my t-shirt?
I think he won a t-shirt. Do you want one? Call back. Which one do you want? I got so many.
Hey, Clinton. It's Chris Lanting, also known as Old Tank. I just wanted to maybe share with you and any others that would like this a song that I created when I went to Depot for the third time. It's extremely hard the first time you go, but it's just as cognitively impairing. I guess you could call it. I don't know. it's tough. But this music got me through my training. It got me through all the extra running you have to do, all the extra weight training you have to do. You listen to this shit at night, and it really gets you pumping. Anyways,
You listen to it at night and it gets you pumping? Pumping up a storm in those bathrooms, right? That's what everybody did.
yeah, you guys can also email me if you want, c.lontang@hotmail.com, or I'll have a YouTube channel here soon. Anyways, it's been a long message. I'll talk to you later, buddy. Thanks for all your great content.
Latank, I don't even know what the hell you're talking about, tell you the truth, okay? Guys, Latank. You want to know about Latank? He's got some coffee here. He sent me some coffee. It's really good, even though I haven't drank it yet because our coffee pot broke down. But proceeds goes to MS, and it's good stuff. There's some full out coffee here. There's some half and half coffee. I'll put a link in the description. Order it for Latank. He just started a YouTube channel, and actually I know nothing about his YouTube channel right now. Thanks for calling, dude. I hope you're doing well. Yeah, and you know what? You know what's great about starting your YouTube channel? Who cares if you suck? Because you're gonna your first 5, 10, 20, 100. And what the great thing is that your kids are going to see it one day, okay? When you go bye-byes. They'll be able to turn you on YouTube, if there's still YouTube. That might be something to invest in. Google? Do you think? It'd take 50 grand and put it in Google. But when? Is there going to be a crash? Do you do it now and lose? Does it even really matter when you put 50 grand into Google or Amazon? I'm more of a Google guy.
Jaws. Episode number 116. That girl at the beginning. Was she singing about Justin Trudeau? When she was singing, "What's in your head?"
We just caught on to that. Episode 116. I'll play a little clip of that. Oh my God, I gotta go upstairs. I haven't seen my family in a long time. Kids were kind of happy when I came. Dad, I didn't know you were going to be home. Kind of melts your heart, right? And then they immediately go into their bedroom and on their iPads. Wife could care less. She laughed awkwardly when I kissed her on the lips. What? Anyways.
Hey, Clint, how's it going? Hope all is well with you. It's your second Black Collar. Hey, Clint, how's it going? Hope all is well with you. It's your second Black Collar ever. I just want.
Okay, I know, I recognize your voice. I'll tell the audience that you're black. You're a black boy. Okay, you don't have to keep on saying that. And thank you for calling. And thank you for being black. And go ahead, Jerome.
to give you an update. I called a couple of days ago, letting you know about my first interview with the RCMP.
Got an interview.
I used your method and just wrote a story of my life, pretty much. And
I think I played this. He wrote a story of his life. He went to. I said, write a story of your life, and he went to his interview.
I passed the interview. I got my RMAQ, which is the background interview today, which is going to be interesting. But yeah, pretty
just lie on that part.
Much. And then I was talking to a buddy of mine who went to depot and is in Lower Mainland now. He was telling me how he also watches you. You came up in a conversation. He said he still watches you, but
I've already played you. Holy shit, nobody's been calling. Yikes.
Hey, Clint. I hope everything's going well.
Hey, Clint. It's one of your longtime viewers and podcast listeners. I just wanted to say keep up the good work.
Guys, will you call 604-330-2512? Thank you.
Hey, Clinton. It's Chris Lanting, also known as Old.
Jesus.
Hey, Clint. I hope everything's going.
Episode 90.
Hey, Clinton. It's
hey, John, how's it going? It's your second black caller ever.
Okay, I recognize your voice. You don't have to keep on telling everybody that you're black. Okay? Even though I love that you're black. I'll tell the audience that you're black. I'll be like, hey, a black boy. This is a black boy, guys. What do you got to say? Jerome, talk.
I realize that I've been calling a lot every time I see an episode uploaded.
Nice.
But I just wanted to update you. I finished my RMAQ interview. It went all right. She had a lot of questions about my driving history and whatnot, because I have a bunch of speeding tickets that I already mentioned to you before. And I don't drink or smoke or any of that, so all the other questions were a no, so she kind of just stuck with the driving. And
that's what they do, okay? They go through the questionnaire, and they tick off. Okay, we got to talk about that. We got to talk about that. When I used to do that, sometimes we'd only talk about one question. Sometimes I didn't even call you. The application was that good. I pushed it forward. But you said something in driving, and you probably said, oh, yeah, I speed. I speed a lot still. Yeah, I know. Being honest, right? That's what you want, right? You want honesty? You want me to be... What do you mean I can't go through the... I failed the RMAQ, but I was honest.
Kept going at it. But, well, I guess we'll see what happens. But I just wanted to know, because I was reading online, and I guess the RCMP has been calling back people, and people who've been deferred and stuff, and offering them positions.
I know nothing about that. I know they called me back when I was trying to become a cop. They said my test score 380 wasn't good enough. I needed a 4. And then a year later, they called me back and said 380 is good enough. So I could see them calling people back. Well, they need people. Okay, they need heartbeats.
People who've been deferred and stuff, and offering them positions. And I was just wondering, like, why don't they just give them the chance beforehand, instead of deferring them and then going back and looking at people they've deferred.
You got to understand who these people are that are making the decisions. It's a bunch of people in white shirts in Ottawa sitting down. They've never been cops. Okay? It's geeks.
Well, we should do a little bit of this and a little bit of that. Let's say, I don't even know. Let's cut down on the battery situation, and you know what? Maybe they go to depot and they don't need a driver's license now.
I mean, why do people get deferred from the process? I mean, some people get deferred from the process for good reasons, but a lot get deferred for stupid reasons, rules that I had to follow in recruiting. Like a girl, good-looking girl, because I've seen her picture. She was an applicant. And like 2 years ago, she took something from Walmart. She goes to the Walmart. She goes, this ribbon, it was like a piece of crap. It wasn't for sale. Small little piece of ribbon. She wanted it for a Halloween costume. And the guy says, no, it's not for sale. You can't have it. She took it. Okay, wrong thing to do. But really? You're going to defer me even though you're going to accept me in another year? What's the point? And maybe that's why they do the interview first now, before the RMAQ.
And I just wanted to know how the process works, I guess. Who gets to say, oh, this applicant is good enough to be a member, and who gets to say that this applicant should be deferred for X amount of years, for
Really important geeks, okay?
example, or X amount of months? Like, how is that determined, pretty much? And
Yeah.
who is it? One person that gets to say that? Is it
Drinking
like
their coffee.
Is it like, how does that work, pretty much, right? Because, for example, here with Ottawa Police, for example, they kind of, I guess, work different. Toronto Police works kind of different. It just depends on who reviews your file, and it's usually a bunch of people, and So how does it work with the RCMP, and why are they deferring people if they need people, and at the same time, why are they going back to the people that deferred and offering them jobs again? You could just kind of give us your insight on the situation. My conclusion was, I guess they're pretty short and they just need people, I'm assuming.
10 seconds left.
But yeah, let us know. And take care. I'll call you when you upload again.
I don't know if I've heard from you recently. Maybe you failed the RMAQ. Guys, give me a call, 604-330-2512. I'm going to do another one tomorrow. Yeah. I'll squeeze one out. Maybe I'll show some video clips and maybe some videos. I like running a stupid video and commenting on it. There's so many. I clicked one today. What was it? Oh, this would take so much work, though. I would have to go back to old videos to see what Trudeau has said. But I did a snapshot. I can't even remember. My daughter comes home. I see a clump of hair on the floor. Today, I go in her bedroom. There's a clump of hair. I'm like, get over here. I'm going to brush your hair. I brush her hair. Another clump of hair comes out. And I examine the 3 pieces of hair. They were cut from the end of her hair. They were actually cut. They're all the same size. But I call up the woman, right? I'm like, our daughter? Her hair's falling out. And I took a picture. She lost her mind and came home early from work. And I think there's some kind of weird boy with scissors at school cutting girls' hairs. I don't know why because I got a picture of the hair there. And picture of a Trojan box. Trudeau says he didn't force anyone to get vaccinated. It was just to encourage Canadians. He didn't force anyone to be vaccinated, right? Nurses lost their jobs. Police officers lost their jobs. You didn't force anybody? You called us racist. I got to talk about that next podcast. If you completely forced Canada to get vaccinated. Oh, this guy. Oh, forget it. Forget it. He is, I might be a creepy, but he is so creepy. So backwards. You didn't force anybody. You called them misogynistic. You told the world they couldn't go to Mexico. You forced everybody. Then I think about Bonnie Henry. Bonnie Henry in British Columbia? You go to a bar and you couldn't turn up the volume on the TV. She set the volume on the TV. She closed down bars early. You can only sit with her. You can even sing. You couldn't sing. There was no singing. There was no dancing. Do you even, isn't this unbelievable that even happened? They shut down the beer and wine stores on New Year's Eve. She canceled New Year's Eve. And we just sit back. We took it. We took it. And it's insane. In March, we were supposed to shut down this country for 14 days to save the old people. And it just continued and continued. A year later, continued and continued. And you got Safety Boy. She said that you can't even hug grandma. Who are you? Be calm, be safe. And we listened to it. What is wrong with us? Why would we agree to that? Why would we listen to that? Why did we do that? Well, we got no choice. We had a choice. And so it's no wonder the trucker convoy, why they did what they did. And wow, the government just hammered them, didn't it? I guess that's why we didn't do it. Took their bank accounts. Crazy. We're going to look back at all of this. I have members that I graduated with. There's a girl that she messaged me and she said, I didn't get the vaccination, so I no longer work for the RCMP. I'm like, oh my God. Insanity. They didn't force it. Okay. Gonna go upstairs and talk to the fam. Have a good night, peoples. Bye-bye.